My ex covert narcissist wife would always tell me these sob stories. And through time, I start I started to understand that it seemed like every person she ever met in her life, they all did the same thing to her. Story after story on these horrible things that she had gone through. And I was a fool. I was like, "Oh my God, you poor thing. You've gone through this so many times with so many people." And then before she quit her job for an auction company that was committing fraud, and she said, "I'm going to go ahead and do this. They're going to fire me, and I don't give a fuck 'cause I don't give a shit about the job. I don't give a shit about them." The next day, she got fired and blamed me, saying, "I really love this job, and because of you, I." It's like, okay. But before it reached that point, I was prepared because I learned her sabotaging, but I also learned that the type of things she would say that people did to her were things that were just unimaginable, that you're not really going to find those type of people. You're not going to find them so frequently in life. Are the type of things that she would do to others. And when she'd tell me about dreams of her being a victim of something like something I would do to her, later on it was always something she would do to me. But I realized this, I figured this out, and it helped me predict her behavior rather easily. But when you deal with the covert narcissist and they want you to feel sorry for them, they want you to feel pity, they will lie through their teeth. They will make up stories about how they're being harmed somehow. While she and I were together, and I was spoiling her in every way, she was going off telling people horrible things about me, the stories she told me about her family and her ex-fiance, the things that they would do to her were the same stories she was spreading about me to others. So when you hear someone with stories about how they're constantly being dismissed and all this trauma of all these opportunities being taken away from them, and that's why they won't do this anymore, but if they did, they'd be great. That's why they don't do that anymore, but if they did, they'd be great. Very likely you're dealing with a covert narcissist.